Hello, this is my Jill Holland. She has a wiggly tooth. We're very excited. Can you show him your wiggly tooth? Tell him what you did today.
I was getting worms for the chickies.
You were finding worms for the chickies.
I already got a couple.
Yeah? Who'd you get them for?
Chicks.
Chicks.
For them to eat them.
Oh, that's really nice of you. Did you ride your bike?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, Jill is helping me with a little project today, and then our church has set our timers for 7:14 in the morning and the evening to pray, and so we've been praying at 7:14. What have we been praying for? Do you remember?
Elderly people.
Yeah, people who might get the virus. We're praying for people who are scared and lonely. We're praying for people who are having a hard time with their money, aren't we? Mm-hmm. This is my sweet girl. She's so sweet all the time. Well, today we're going to be painting 2 Chronicles 7:14. KK's watching. Can you say hi, KK?
Hi, KK.
But Jill has another project because I was very brave, or crazy, and I went out to Michael's with my mask and my gloves on, and I went and got some canvases for Jill to paint. Are you ready? You want to show them what you're doing? Why don't you get down there and show them what you're doing? Okay, show them your painting. So we have all the canvases out, and she is getting ready to paint them, and I'm going to teach you how to paint 2 Chronicles 7:14. So get out your papers and your paints, and we're going to get started. So we're going to work vertically today on our paper, and we're going to do some hills. My grandparents lived in Kentucky. Still have a lot of family in Kentucky. It's so beautiful there, and they have these beautiful rolling hills where they have cattle. And so I'm going to do some rolling hills, and on this side, I'm going to do a barn. Probably need to make that not quite as rolling for my barn. So I have 2 hills. They're not going to be perfect. I'm going to do a barn right here. So with my barn roof, I want to make sure that I have 4. Let's see here. We'll do a little line to show where it's level. We'll do a door right here. And then we have 4 parts to the barn roof. So again, it does not have to be perfect. But essentially 4 lines that are going to make up that barn roof. And then right up here, we're going to do a rectangle hanging. So I'm going to show you what that's going to be in a little bit. So this is where we're starting. And then in big letters, let's see here. We're going to start with, I'm going to do a blue. And I'm going to use these lines that I've created with the hills to do 3 words. So 3 simple words that we're going to do just to convey the 2 Chronicles 7:14 message, that if we humble ourselves and then we cry out to God, that he will heal our land. He will hear us from heaven and heal our land. So we're going to start with the word heal. And I am going to need a little bit more pigment in there. Heal. I'm going to do it in cursive. And bring that all the way around. So obviously that doesn't look super pretty right now. So what I'm going to do is I'm essentially just going to go over it. How's it going down there, Jill? Are you glad to have some canvases? I also went to Dollar Tree and spent $74. So you're wondering, how did you spend $74? Well, I had my little mask on and I just went to town and I got a bunch of stuff from my mom's store. So I bought about 5 things that are actually useful, and then the rest are things for the kids to buy in the mom's store. They're not necessarily useful. So on my downstrokes, I am coming and I'm going to thicken that line. I'm going to thicken all the downstroke line to make it look like I've used a calligraphy brush on my downstrokes. Okay. This one I'm just going to trace and then make it thicker right here thicker. Bring it down. I would love to have any ideas if you have for my mom's store. I have all kinds of little trinkets and things in there. Heel. And then our next color, I'm going to choose a light green for our next color. Same brush. And I'm going to use these 2 lines that I've done for my hill. And I'm going to make my letters fit right inside there. Heel hour. That looks really good, Jill. And make that R curl on around. There we go. I'd love to know who you're going to give this to, because we're daily reminded. This is helping us look up, to be reminded that, you know, who is our help? Our help comes from the Lord. And then to look out. How are we going to give this? Who are we going to give this to remind them that God's word is still true, even when trials are going on, even when things feel like the earth is moving below us, that God is still, his promises are still true. Heel hour, and then land. We're going to write land, and I wish, oh, you know what? Look, I'm going to use a little thicker brush. This one's a little bit thicker. Well, that doesn't look too good. Let's see here. And get it wet and see if it looks better. That'll work. It's just a new brush. Okay, so a little thicker. It's probably like 1/4 of an inch. And I'm going to do a darker green, because if you ever paint landscapes, the closer up, it's going to be darker. So this hill is farther than this hill, so that's why I'm using a darker green for this hill in the foreground. Okay, heel hour. And again, I'm going to use this same. You can do a little line down here, a straight line, if that would help you. I can do one, and then you can always erase it at the end. But heel hour land. I'm going to follow our hill line, and we're going to follow the line we just created. You can have it in your head, or you can go ahead and draw it out. Heel our land. You're working hard over there, sis. Jill, what's been the best thing you've done this week?
I don't know.
You don't know? Painting. Okay, so I'm going to erase that little line I just made. And I'm going to thicken my downstroke lines. It's supposed to rain here this afternoon, so I'm trying to come up with some creative things for the kids to do. I feel like I'm all creatived out. It might just be sit there and stare at the wall.
Or play on Chromebooks.
Or play on Chromebooks. What's your favorite thing to do on Chromebooks? Jill? Prodigy. That girl's been getting good on her math. Today, Coco had an assignment that I just had to tell her, I'm sorry. I'm going to throw up my hands and surrender. I don't even know where to start. I was not smart enough for the 4th grade assignment. So I had to text her teacher and just say, I'm sorry. My brain is broken now. I've used up all my brain power. So now I'm going to use my inch thick brush, and let's do a red barn. That'll make us happy. Happy red. That sounds like something that Bob Ross would say. Happy red. And so I'm going to go all the way around my little rectangles that I've done. And then while that red is still on my brush, we're going to take it and do something else too. And you're probably going to figure out what that triangle is for. Rectangle. Now once this dries, we're going to go back and do a like a little outline of it. So I still have my brush, still have my red on my brush. And we're going to come over here, and on my little tiny rectangle, I'm going to do stripes. White and red stripes. You can probably see where I'm going with that now. So let's go back to our light blue, same brush, and we're going to do a color wash all the way around heel, the word heel. So we're going to try not to touch our letters. And remember, on our color wash, we're going to start with our color up here, and we're going to slowly bring it down with water. So it's going to get lighter as it goes down. I'm not going to try to touch my my barn as well, because I just painted it and it would bleed. So yeah, but if you have any tips for how to do 4th grade work, I would love them. I might have to call my sister-in-law who teaches 5th grade and just say, can you do this all? Just move here, move in with us. You may teach the children. I will cook all your meals. And I will clean for you. But the funny thing is, my degree is in teaching, yet that is not my, it's not my strong suit right now. I think I've used up all of my brain cells. So it's so funny. Yesterday, Judah was in here and he was a hot mess, like all over the place. If you saw that one yesterday. And this is so peaceful with Jill in here. Jill, you can always be in here because she's so peaceful. She's so like concentrating on everything she's doing. Okay, now that's heel. Now I'm going to go back to that green I had, that light green. I'm going to put the color on the outside, and then I'm going to bring it in with a lot of water. So if you feel like your brush is getting too stiff, it's probably because you need a little bit more water. People have been sending me pictures of the artwork they've done, and that's been so encouraging, because sometimes you're talking to your phone in here, and this is just not normally how I do things. I would rather you come sit on my front porch and we paint there. So it's just nice to know, okay, people are enjoying this. I hope. Who knows? Because I feel like a crazy lady in here talking to my phone. Okay, my dark green, moving there. We need to get a little bit more water on that. We're going to go all the way around those letters. Jill, what do you think all the other kids are doing?
I don't know.
You don't know? You think everybody's outside?
I need white.
You need what?
White.
Oh, okay. Do you know how to get it?
Could you get it?
Sure. Okay, so my green's getting lighter and lighter, but I want to make sure this hill stands out. So go around the hill.
Could you get it?
Yes, baby. It's right here. That looks so good. Are you going to paint the edges? After. Do you need a rag? Did I get paint on that?
Yes.
Okay, I'm sorry. Here. There you go.
I don't need one.
Okay, just in case. Okay, now I'm going to come with some black, some gray actually.
It's not gonna open.
It's not going to open?
Now it opened.
Okay. I'm going to color in my little door, the shadow. If you want to get creative and detailed, you could even put some barn doors on that. Chip and JoJo had been there. Okay, this reminds me of my grandparents' home. Okay, I'm going to put a little blue square in here for my American flag. And obviously we know God's working all around the world, but this just helps me know He's working even close to my home. So heal our land. Now, at the bottom, once this dries a little bit, we'll do our verse reference. But until then, I'm going to do just a little bit of detail work with a tiny brush, and I'm going to highlight each word, and I'm going to highlight my barn a little bit. I just saw my cousin Meg Harlan is watching, and this reminds me of where she lives. Hey Megsy. So this is just the foundation of my barn that I'm doing right now. And here's my door. I'm going to do a little squiggle in there just for fun. Okay, I'm going to outline this. My roof. Make it more defined. You could even make little slats for like the wood. Depends on how wet your painting is right now. And then I'm going to outline my flag. Here we go. Heal our land. I think the little girls or some of the girls are upstairs playing Barbies. One of our sweet friends brought them over a Barbie airplane that they were done playing with, and it has been the highlight of our week. So right now, I am just touching each side as if the sun is hitting this angle. I'm touching it just to make it kind of pop off the page a little bit. To make it look a little 3D. Not quite, but as 3D as I can get. This would be a great painting to share maybe with your pastor or maybe your Bible study leader. And just tell them thanks for investing even in hard times. I'm really excited. Our church is getting ready to serve the medical staff, some of the medical staff here in Hot Springs, and we're going to get the kids to make banners and pray over our hospitals and make some meals to take to them with gloves on. But I feel like they're doing so much and so brave and sacrificing. So I'm excited that we're going to be able to help and our church will be able to help. Okay. We're almost done, guys. Right here I have a little bit of space, and I don't really like to leave a whole lot of space there because it just looks kind of strange. So I'm just going to fill it in. There's some right there. There's some right there. It's just when my hand's not steady. There we go. Now I'm going to highlight my mountains, my hills. Again, my lines should not be perfect.
Mom?
Uh-huh.
Can I do the edges with black but later?
Sure, if you want to.
Dry.
If you want to. So now I'm just going to take a pen, and at the bottom, I'm going to write 2 Chronicles. I'm going to abbreviate it, mostly because I'm not great at spelling. 7:14, and then I'm going to sign it down at the bottom. Don't forget to sign your work and share it with a neighbor. I hope you have a wonderful day. May He heal our land. Hey, Sissy, can you smile at me? She's my sweetie. Your Wonder Woman. Can you? Yeah, I'll show them your work. Can you tell them? Oh, that looks so good. Tell them, what do you like to do with your bike? Because you're so brave. You like to stand up on your bike, and she rides the neighbors all by herself and waves at them. Don't you? Can I see a little smile? I love you, Angel.